Dear students, this channel is for practicing PTA modules every day. If you are struggling with PTA reading module, you can purchase a reading course, which may help you to ace your reading score. Contact us on 6367949840, 9588068207.
Secure financial messaging services provider SWIFT said today that it has expanded the GPI tracker system to help banks track their global transactions at all times, keeping full vigil on the payments activity. Extension of its GPI tracker will cover all payment instructions sent across the network, SWIFT said in a statement. The introduction of the unique end-to-end transaction reference in all payment instructions will be effected through the mandatory annual standards update in November 2021. SWIFT GPI improves customer experience by increasing speed, transparency, and automatically provides status updates to all GPI banks involved in any GPI payment chain, it said. If you are carrying out building work personally, it is very important that you understand how the building regulatory system and material applies to your situation, as you are responsible for making sure that the work complies with the building regulations. If you are employing a builder, the responsibility will usually be theirs, but you should confirm this at the very beginning. You should also bear in mind that if you are the owner of the building, it is ultimately you who may be served with an enforcement notice if the work does not comply with the regulations. Some kinds of building projects are exempt from the regulations. However, generally, if you are planning to carry out building work as defined in Regulation 3 of the Building Regulations, then it must comply with the building regulations. Plastic domes can be produced from a quality plastic called plexiglass. Its qualities are closer to glass. Its light permeability doesn't change with time. Its surface is hard, and smog and dust do not stick to or bake onto the surface. Each rain completely rinses it, making it self-cleaning. The surface is scratch-resistant against flying dust and strong wind. It has excellent optical characteristics and the ability to collect sunlight and send it down the tube. It doesn't age under UV rays or temperature changes or moisture. Its disadvantage is, however, a higher price. Some producers don't use a dome, but instead use a roof window to which they then attach a sun tunnel tube. This is an interesting solution, but only for spaces where a lower amount of sunlight is enough. The Global Nutrition Summit will take stock of commitments made to date, celebrate progress toward global goals on nutrition, and announce new commitments to accelerate the global response to malnutrition. The event is open to governments, civil society, multilateral agencies, private foundations, and companies. After a decade of decline, the recent news that global hunger is on the rise, with the number of undernourished people increasing from 777 to 815 million in 2021, signals the urgent need for action. During a time of political change around the globe, this event is an opportunity for world leaders to make new pledges and commit to upholding prior ones. Nutrition plays a critical role not only in child health and survival but also in driving economic prosperity for families and nations. It is encouraging to see increased attention from world leaders to address malnutrition in all its forms, and in particular to reduce stunting everywhere. It will take continued efforts and dedication to ensure this progress continues. The Global Nutrition Summit will build on the legacy of Nutrition for Growth, the first ever global nutrition conference held in London in 2021, which mobilized over $4 billion for nutrition-specific projects and $19 billion in nutrition-sensitive projects. The network of a professional is sometimes considered as his or her the second salary. Having a cordial relationship with colleges, the company's customers, and even the company's competitors may enhance your career. If you have a number of people on your network, you will be able to keep an ear to the market position as well as new career opportunities and prospects. This is a tricky aspect, but if carried out right, it can work wonders for your profession. This will not only ease the initial hesitation anyone has about grouping with existing members, as well as ensure that your interaction levels have increased or at least exist with other individuals. You are quite satisfied with the job, and your company is quite happy with your deliverables. However, all this can change almost overnight if you do not look into that major aspect of professional life progress. Make sure that you enhance your qualities at least once a year. Also, make sure that you are constantly in pursuit of enhancing your academic knowledge. Without an increase in academic knowledge as well as qualities required for the job, you will find it very difficult to move your career forward. Another important aspect of maximizing your career potential is to network.